What's going on, guys? It is February 16th, and yesterday would have been the 15th, of course. And we had a major storm come through. And I'm sure it got most of the United States, I'm sure some of y'all watching this, had an impact off of the storm. And however, nothing we have is affected, but the deer farm is flooded. And so today I'm going to show y'all a little bit around. We got some trees to clean up, some trail cameras to put out, and some other, just deer prep, just keep feeding them and stuff. And we're trying to do a little bit of shed hunting. As y'all know from last video, when I put the trail camera out for the ducks, 2 videos ago, when I put the trail camera out for the ducks, I was gonna do a little bit of shed hunting then, but it was too windy. But now there's some snow on the ground, just a dusting, so it should be easier to see the sheds because something brown sticking up through the snow. Because I'll show y'all, we only got about not even an inch. It's like a little bitty old dusting. But we probably got about 6 inches of rain yesterday, and this place is flooded. And I want to put the trail camera and stuff. I want to move a deer blind around, change it to, or not a deer blind, a deer stand. I want to get out some one-man stands, or blinds, not one-man stands, and go get the SD card for the ducks and take it home and look at it. Maybe there'll be some more ducks on it today. But the wind is blowing a little bit, but not as bad. So, with that being said, we're gonna make this long walk because if I can't drive back here, I'll be stuck. And even on a side by side, it'd be pretty muddy. We'll go change the SD card on this camera. Maybe do a little bit of shed hunting in this area. There's not really many bucks that stay in this area. Early season there is. This here's more of a bow season place in my opinion. But hey, you never know. A couple of small bucks that hang around here that'll drop their horns. Oh, it's cold. It's like 31 degrees outside. I don't know why I do this stuff. I'd much rather be in the house sitting on the warm couch. So it was a couple of videos ago. I talked about making this hole back here into a food plot. We'll like put some trail cameras on it. And I've never seen this full of water. That's how you know we got a lot of rain. But I was thinking, what if we cleared it out and tried making it into a timber hole for ducks? I don't know how easy it'd be. Never tried making a timber hole. But clear it up a little bit. Could be a good timber hole. We already know there's ducks coming in. Could be a good wood duck hole. And I don't see any on it. But I'm already out here. Started walking towards the woods. I think we'll probably just do a little bit of shed hunting first. But I think this here would be a good timber hole if we could, plant it and started getting ducks on it. Well, I mean, it's deep enough to wade into. No, it's not.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh my God. That is twice that's happened. I am covered in water. Oh my gosh. My boots are full of water. That was never been that deep before. Oh, that was not planned. Oh, why did I try to wade into that? Well, I'm gonna have to go back to the truck and change. So I'm gonna go back to the truck and I'll pick y'all guys back up and we'll come back out here and look at it. Well, I don't know if y'all realized what just happened, but I did because I felt it. But I was gonna go walk out there and just show y'all, and it was like an instant drop off, and I was not ready for that. I don't even think I felt the bottom, but I didn't have a change of clothes in my truck like I thought I did. So what I'm gonna go do is I'm just gonna go get this here SD card, take it back to the house. We're gonna come back out tomorrow and do the stuff that we need to do, which is no big deal. But I really wanted it done today. But I mean, what's tomorrow gonna hurt? We don't have a school. It's President's Day. But I tell you, that water was chilly. I mean, I don't even want to walk out there and go get the SD card, but I am gonna bring y'all along. The only reason I'm gonna film if there's ducks on there, which I'm hoping there is. But I know what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go walk over there to that little wash up because it's deep and I'll be the first one to tell you. So, you couldn't even feel the bottom. Like, I stepped in, but no bottom. So, just a little wet. Good thing I brought my Crocs. It's just going to be a little cold walk out there and a cold walk back. So, if y'all don't see me, either show y'all some pictures off the trail camera if there was anything. Y'all see me tomorrow and we'll get on some deer prep. So we are back today, and we got the pole saw and the chainsaw, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting off in these woods and we're going to be making a wood food plot. We probably won't be planting anything today, but we're going to get it cleaned up. There's also a watering hole in these woods that I want to clean up. So I got the chainsaw, the pole saw. That's about it. I didn't bring no weed eater, nothing like that. So this is just gonna be step one of building a hidey hole into the woods. And it's gonna be hard, but I think we'll be able to do it. But what we're gonna go in and do with the chainsaw and pole saw today is we're gonna go and clear around the pond. I think there's probably a lot of wildlife that drinks out of that, but it's real snaky and stuff. So I'm gonna go in and clean it up, and I'm gonna walk around. We're gonna find where I want to put the trail camera and just the food plot, because I want it to have woods and then the watering hole, or I want to be in the woods, food plot, watering hole, and a salt lick somewhere in here. So let's get in the woods. We're gonna walk around, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get our stuff. Well, that is a good sign. There is deer in here, so we know that. But we are going to put out some trail cameras and stuff today. So there's really no good way for me to walk in. But last time I was down here, I didn't get it on video because I wasn't filming that day. But I found this old tree stand, and it's still usable. I climbed up in it. So you know that's a good sign if someone took the time and effort to put in a tree stand down here to hunt. That's a good sign. But there's no really good way for me to even get in these woods without walking a long way. And that, like, it's either through thorns. That's another thing I want to work on today, is probably a trail. Oh, going back in here. But let me get the camera turned around and I'll show you all this here food plot. I meant pond, not food plot. I don't know what I'm thinking. So here's a tree stand right here. It's old, you can tell it's been there for a long time. But here's the pond. And I just want to come in and I want to take all these little branches and stuff. That's probably going to be the first thing we do. As you can already see, there's a trail coming down through here too. But I just want to come in and I want to clear all of this up, all these branches around here, and make it where whatever's coming to drink, it's not nasty. And we're gonna try to stay away from the water much as possible, because y'all know from yesterday that it is wet and everything's steep, and I don't want to get wet again. So if we walk over here, somewhere in here is where I want to have the food plot, and haven't really decided yet exactly where I wanted it. But here's the pond part. I wish I had a drone to show y'all from the top. But if we could put like a tree stand, it's just really hard. I mean, here could be the food plot, but that's holding water right there. But this here, it's not a bad tree. Well, to have a tree stand on, and you could be right here. Food plot could be here, pond could be here, and the salt lick could just be somewhere in here. Or we could put the food plot behind us. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. It's just something. And here's another trail. You can see where the deer using it pretty heavy. Keep in mind, now's a good time to be looking for sheds too. And there's an ag field that comes out right there. So I don't know, it's just a hard decision. But the first thing we are gonna do is we're gonna go get the chainsaw. We're gonna clear up all around this here. and definitely try to find where I want the food plot at. I am thinking tree stand could go here. It's a pretty straight tree. It's just not that big. Then we'd be sitting here. Pond could be here. Then right here could be food plot. I don't know. It's a hard decision, but we'll get it figured out. It's a very hard decision because in bow season I want to have everything in range. So, you know, if it's hot outside, they're coming to get a drink, I want it to be there. And when they're coming for food, you know, of course I want to be in range of that too. So, I'm gonna go get a chainsaw and let's get to doing some trimming. So y'all see what I'm doing. I'm just going down and cutting them trees. So I ain't gonna bore y'all with that. I'm gonna put the camera down, get most of them cut. I only brought 2 batteries. I'll probably have to come back down next weekend too. But I'm not gonna bore y'all with me just cutting these trees down. So I'll probably show y'all the aftermath of what the destruction looks like. Well, I got a lot cut down. The chain come off, the chainsaw. So I'm gonna drag these off here. And I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet. Probably somewhere over here in these woods. And that's probably gonna do it all for today. We're gonna come back in a different video because I gotta go to work and finish it up. But I feel like we got quite a bit cut. Actually, we got a lot cut. So put y'all on time lapse and move all these branches. It's gonna take a while. So we got quite a bit of it cleaned up and it's looking better for sure. I'm gonna come back next weekend where we'll clear all this little stuff up, and I don't know how much of this stuff right here I want to get rid of. I mean, if we cut this tree here down, some of this down, and just trim all this up, they'll have a nice drinking hole all the way up to here. So I'm gonna go take the chainsaw back. I'm gonna go get a trail camera, 2 trail cameras probably. Probably put one on this pond and the other one on some food. And I'm gonna show y'all, I think I figured out I wanna put the stand right what we talked about earlier on this here point. Not point, but go pat on top of this ridge. And I'm thinking probably right here on this tree or one of these trees, like this tree right here, or just a big tree in this area. Might even do this tree. It's pretty nice. So put the food plot here, clean this all up, and this here's just the start of something amazing. So I'm gonna get the food, put the trail camera on this tree, put the corn there, and I don't know where the deer are probably coming down to get a drink if they are. I'll probably put another trail camera right here facing this. So I'm gonna go get the corn, put it out, and get 2 cameras and put on these spots.
So here's a little overview. So right here we have a tobacco barn,
And here's the woods, and I don't have a drone or anything. So I'm going to take a line here, and I'm going to mark out the pond. Do like a little outline. So it looks like a pretty decent pond when you're looking over like the aerial view. So we're going to get this here marked out. And so about right here was a distance of how far I was, away from the pond on that tree necessarily. There's really not that many trees. But all out and right in here is where I want to make the food plot. And so you got that perfect watering hole. You got this here food plot, and then you're surrounded by ag fields all over. And there's really not much, food for deer when you're hunting. And all these woods right here, perfect cover. So I also have this Moultrie. I think it's the Edge series or something. It's one that you have to have an SD card. About $70. I want to know if y'all have that problem where the batteries run super low on it all the time. But I had this other Wild Game Inventions camera from Walmart that's cheap. And it works better than the $70 one. But what we're going to do is we're going to take and put this Invention camera just right here on this tree, facing out this way. And then the Moultrie camera is going to go on that tree over there, over the corn. Maybe I won't fall this time. I hope not. So for some reason the sound was gone on this clip, but what I'm showing you is the camera just points up on the bank, see if anything's drinking, and of course I slip and fall. Then I turn around and show something, probably talking about something, but I don't know what happened to the sound. Thank y'all guys so much for watching that video, or this video. Stay tuned for next week's video, and maybe we'll have something planted here by next weekend. But if not, it's gonna be soon, because we're gonna have to come in once it dries up some and I'll show you all these leaves. I want to have good seed to soil contact, and let's come in with a rake. We'll rake it all up like this. Then we'll come in with some turnips or something. But I don't want to overwhelm this video, so thank y'all so much for watching this video. Hope to see you on the next one. Peace.